Hey, friendly first graders. We are back with another lesson about our wind, which we had a lot of last night, and I hope that everybody's house is okay. We're going to take a look at our goals first. Here are our goals for today's lesson. I will review vocabulary words and learn new ones. I will read words that end with the suffix ed. I will listen to a text and answer questions about it. Our big question today is, how does in motion build my knowledge? Now, yesterday we read about yardungs. We learned from our book about yardungs that they are big rock formations that are formed when the wind blows and blows and blows through the desert and takes out the soft rocks and leaves the hard rocks. So we're going to add a couple more words to our vocabulary today. This word is motion. T-I-O-N says shun. Why? I don't know. Motion means movement. So right now, I'm in motion, and now I'm not in motion. If you looked out your window last night, you probably saw a lot of motion caused by the wind. A lot of times when there's too much motion on the carpet in our classroom, we take a brain break to get some of the wiggles out. When we're talking about the wind, we often use this word, breeze. A breeze is just a little light wind. People often refer to it as a gentle breeze. But when the wind blows harder, we call that a gust. A gust is when the wind blows really hard, like it did yesterday. Breeze and gust are two words that we can use to describe the wind, but they're words that also indicate how hard the wind is blowing. So one more time, this is a breeze. This is a gust. Good job, guys. Let's see if you can read the words that we just went over. Here's yesterday's word. Yardung. Motion. Gust. Breeze. Nice job. Yesterday, we also took a look at some words with the suffix ed. So we're going to practice the words that we did yesterday one more time, and we're going to add two new ones in. So you read it first, and then I'll tell you the answer. If you get it wrong, don't worry, just keep practicing. So take a look at this base word, and then add the ed. Tilted. Remember, sometimes ed sounds like id. Try this one. Now add the suffix. Shifted. Good job. Crafted. Now I'm going to let you try these two next ones first, and then I'll tell you what they are if you weren't sure. So take a look at the base word. This word is landed. Sometimes we talk about land, meaning the land that is outside, the dirt, the ground. But if we say that something has landed, that means that it was flying and now it's not. Like an airplane flew and then it landed. So our base word is land. When we add the ed, it becomes landed. Let's try one more. I've got two blends in this word, but I know you can handle it. Now what is it? Drifted. Good job, you guys. Let's see if you guys can read those words one more time. I'm going to show you the whole word this time. So look at the base word and then add that ed, id. It's drifting across the screen. Great job, you guys. I know I can't hear you, but I know that you always do a great job. So I feel pretty confident that I can say, great job, green birds and blue owls. Now let's take a look at today's book. Today's book is In Motion. For the grown-ups, this is a book that is at first grade, not independent level, instructional level. That means that the kids should be able to read this book with some help. They shouldn't need help on every single word. In Motion, written by Emily Climer, diagrams by Andy Peterson. And yes, a diagram is a text feature that we know. You are smart. In Motion. Remember, you're trying to figure out how this book builds your knowledge. You spot a flag. It flaps in the sky. You feel a breeze. It brushes past your skin. You hear a strong gust. It slams the door. This is the wind. We cannot see it, but it is there. The wind brings motion to our world. Look at this picture. Can you see some ways that the wind is causing motion in this picture? We have a text feature, a heading. How is the wind formed? Air is all around us. It fills the sky over the earth. When the sun shines on the earth, the air gets hot. The sun is a very big, hot star. It brings light and heat to the earth. I bet you see two more text features, pictures and captions. You guys are so smart. This hot air drifts up. Once it has drifted up, cold air rushes in to fill its spot. Hot air rises, cold air sinks down. The wind is air in motion. It blows when hot and cold air shift spots in the sky. New heading. How do we measure the wind? It is no small task to measure a thing we cannot see. We have crafted many tools to help. This one tells the direction of the wind. You look at where the tip of the arrow has landed. This is a wind vane. The tip spins as the wind blows. This one tells how fast the wind is passing by. You track the number of spins. This is an anemometer. It has 3 cups that sit on a rod. When the wind hits the cups, the rod spins. We cannot see the wind, but we can tell its path and how fast it moves. When the wind blows, it brings changes in the weather. Can you think about this picture? We learned about a specific kind of storm before school let out, and you should be able to tell your grown-ups some things about that kind of storm. If you don't remember what it is, I'll tell you at the end of the book. Big storms blow over, hot spells end, the sun pops out as the clouds drift by. This picture might remind you of what we learned about too. With its gusts and lulls, the wind brings motion to our world. Were you thinking about hurricanes? As always, I will read you the author's note. The earth is surrounded by a bubble of air. When the air moves, it creates wind and weather. The moon is different. It is not surrounded by a bubble of air, so the moon has no wind or weather. Because there is no wind on the moon, its surface remains largely unchanged. There are no strong winds to break down or erode the rocks, so they stay large. Any imprints left on the surface of the moon are long-lasting. An astronaut's footprint from years ago is still stamped into the moon dust because there is no wind to blow it away. All right, friends. We said that our big question is, how does in motion build my knowledge? So right now, you should be thinking about some new facts that you learned about the wind. Since we had already learned a lot about the wind before we left school, you should also be thinking about how our new text connects to the text that we've already listened to and read together. All right, guys, talk to your grown-ups. Talk about what you've learned. Look out the window. See if you can see any evidence of the wind that we had last night. Go on over to Kahoot and take the quiz. You guys are doing an excellent job. And that includes you, grown-ups. Keep up the great work. I miss you. I love you. See you soon, pals.